But I think he is not. Okay.
Hello?
You joined?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see your screen, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So we just read what the what image invoice imaging solution means. See, Oracle's imaging solution offers a cutting-edge intelligent recognition capabilities for extracting the invoice features from the scanned images. Okay, unlike other solutions that use supplier-specific templates to extract information, Oracle's solution can intelligent locate data within the invoice. Okay, so that is an added feature to it. Now, see, let us see an example of how it works. Okay, so here to use the integrated invoice imaging solution, you must have a designated email account. Okay, you must have see, this is a user accounts payable user who's sitting here. Okay, so he must have a designated email account to send the invoice images. When you sign up for the Oracle Cloud Application Services, you are provided with one. I mean, basically, you're provided with an email ID. Okay. Now, after you have the email account, you prepare the invoices for processing. It's all done here. Okay. You prepare the invoices for processing. Then, if depending on your business, if the business process is to receive invoice images from your suppliers or communicate to them your imaging requirements, the suppliers can then email the invoice images to the email account. Basically, they will send the email images to your account. Then once you receive paper, in case if you receive paper invoices, what you will do, you again prepare the images from the invoices and send them to the email account. Okay. So that is in the case where you send, you receive in paper form. So like if any exceptions occur during the automated invoice creation, the invoices are marked as incomplete and routed to the accounts payable personnel back over here. Okay. For review and completion. Then the incomplete invoices appear in the scanned information tile on the invoices landing page. Now you will see all this in the dashboard once we do a practical implementation of it. You will see all that on your dashboard on your screen. Okay, on the Fusion instance. See, after the rest of the invoice processing tasks are finished, such as the validation and the approval. Okay, the invoices are ready for payment. Then now our imaging solution has provided a user-friendly framework and it offers excellent features from improving the productivity of the finance department. Okay, so you import images. See, you need to have an email account. Okay, then you will import images. Basically, from the email account, you actually scan it and you import it. Then those are recognized in the system. Then it gets stored in the database. Then gets processed. Then if at all, if this exception management is where the corrections happen. Okay, the review and completion stage happens here. I mean, sorry, the the incomplete, suppose if the invoice is incomplete, it's again routed back to the personnel. Suppose if everything is fine, it goes back to the pay invoices and the payment is made like that. Sir, you wanted to add an example here, sir. He'll be able to.
Turai?
Yes, sir.
நீங்க payablesல தானே இருக்கீங்க?
I don't have an example, ma'am. Actually, I am.
இல்ல. What I meant to say is you are in payables department, no?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Your job is creating invoices? No.
No. Processing.
Okay. Processing. Okay. I will tell you. See, actually, what happens is supplier will send invoices. Okay.
Yeah.
What happens is nowadays huge suppliers and invoices are more. Okay. Every day we will get 100 invoice, 200 invoice or 100. Okay. So after receiving the invoice, you have to create that invoice. It will take time. In order to reduce the time and speed up the work, this sort of process they have brought in Oracle Fusion. Invoice imaging solution. Invoice imaging solution, what is this? It will scan பண்ணிடும் இன்வாய்ஸை. நீங்க என்ன சொல்லிடுவீங்கன்னா, சப்ளையருக்கு நீங்க நீங்க எங்களுக்கு ஹார்ட் காப்பி அது தனியா அனுப்புங்க, ஆடிட் பர்பஸ்க்கு அதுக்கு நாங்க இது வச்சுக்கிறோம், சீல் சைன் போட்டு இது பண்ணிக்கிறோம், ஏன்னா ஜிஎஸ்டிக்கு அது தேவை. பட் அபார்ட் ஃப்ரம் தட் நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுங்க, ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி அனுப்பிச்சிடுங்கன்னு சொல்லுவீங்க. ஓகே, ஒரு ஆமா ஒரு இது கொடுத்துருவீங்க இந்த சைஸ்ல
Okay,
தான்.
sorry sir to interrupt you in between. You know, right, like for any Aadhaar card application, you have to give in your 10th grade marks card.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What do you
sir.
do?
Yes,
You actually, you know, take a scan, you go to the computer store, you give that you know, marks card, and he scans it and he sends it to your email.
yes,
Right,
sir.
so that scanned images, in the same way the invoices are then imported. So that is an example. So you will get a scanned image of the invoice basically.
Scanned image.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Please
இன்னொரு
continue,
எக்ஸாம்பிள்ல
sir.
சொல்றேன்.
Yeah.
இன்னொரு எக்ஸாம்பிள்ல சொல்றேன். இப்போ நீங்க ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் டிஎன்பிசி எக்ஸாம் நீங்க இது அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்களா? டிஎன்பிசி தமிழ்நாடு பப்ளிக் சர்வீஸ்.
No, sir. No.
இல்ல, அதுல ஆக்சுவலா என்ன சொல்லுவானா, இந்த உங்களுடைய போட்டோ என்ன சொல்லுவான், ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி அதுல அப்லோட் பண்ணுங்க. ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி அப்லோட் பண்ணும்போது அவன் என்ன சொல்லுவானா, ஒரு ஒரு சைஸ் கொடுத்துருவான். இந்த எம்பிக்கு மேல இது கொடுக்க கூடாது, இந்த இதுக்கு மேல நீங்க போட்டோ ஸ்கேன் இமேஜ் இந்த ஜிபில இருக்கணும், ஓகே, இந்த சைஸ்ல இருக்கணும், ஹைட்டு இதெல்லாம் கரெக்டா அந்த ஃபிட்மெண்ட்ல இருக்கணும். அந்த மாதிரி இப்ப திருப்பதியில யூசர் ஐடி லாகின் கிரியேட் பண்ணோன்னே போட்டோவை நீங்க இமேஜ் பண்ணி அப்லோட் பண்றீங்க, அதுக்கு கூட சொல்றான் பாருங்க, இவ்வளோ இது மேல இருக்கக்கூடாது, ஜிபிக்கு மேல இருக்கக்கூடாது, அது ஃபிட் ஆகாதுன்னு சொல்றான். அதே மாதிரி இதேலயும் ஸ்கேண்ட் இமேஜஸ்லயும் ஏன்னா சப்ளையர் இன்வாய்ஸ் ஒவ்வொரு விதமா இருக்கும். அவன் என்ன பண்ணுவான், பெருசா போட்டு அனுப்பிச்சிடுவான். அப்படிலாம் இல்லைங்க, நீங்க என்ன சொல்லிடுவீங்கன்னா, இந்த இதுல இந்த இதுக்குள்ளதான், இந்த ஜிபிக்குள்ளதான், இந்த இதுலதான் ஜேபிஜி ஃபார்மேட்ல நீங்க அனுப்பணும் அப்படின்னு நீங்க ஒரு இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்துருவீங்க. அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி supplier will send a scan invoice to the mail ID, to your mail ID. நீங்க அதை what you will do, you will receive and நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுங்க, you will do that invoice you will import பண்ணிப்பீங்க. புரியுதா? ஆரக்கல் இதுல இம்போர்ட் பண்ணிப்பீங்க. இம்போர்ட் பண்ணோன்னா என்ன ஆகும், ரெகனைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு என்ன ஆகும், ஸ்டோர் பண்ணிட்டு அதுவே இன்வாய்ஸ் கிரியேட் ஆயிடும். அந்த நீங்க உங்க இன்வாய்ஸ் கிரியேஷன் ஃபீல்ட்ஸ்ல அதுவே போய் பாப்புலேட் ஆயிடும், எல்லாமே உட்காரும். கஸ்டமர் சைட், கஸ்டமர் நேம் அண்ட் சப்ளையர் நேம், சப்ளையர் சைட், அமௌண்ட் எல்லாமே கரெக்டா, டாக்ஸ் எல்லாமே கரெக்டா அந்தந்த ஃபீல்ட்ஸ்ல போய் கரெக்டா உட்காந்துரும். ஓகேவா? சோ ஆனா ப்ரொவைடட் நம்ம ஒரு செட் ஆஃப் இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன் கொடுத்துருக்கோம். இந்த ஸ்கேன் நீங்க அனுப்பும் போது இந்த சைஸ்ல இருக்கணும், இந்த சைஸ் அந்த ஃபைல் இவ்வளவு சைஸுக்கு மேல எக்ஸீட் ஆகக்கூடாது, இந்த ஹைட்ல இருக்கணும், அந்த இதுக்கு மேல போக கூடாது, வித் இவ்வளவு இருக்கணும், அந்த மாதிரி ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி கரெக்டா அனுப்புங்கன்னா அதுக்கேத்த மாதிரி அனுப்பிச்சோம்னாதான் ஸ்கேன் ஆகி அது உள்ள இதாகும், கரெக்டா ஃபிட்மெண்ட் போகும். ஆனா திஸ் இஸ் அப்ளிகபிள் ஒன்லி ஃபார் நான் பிஓ இன்வாய்சஸ். மேம்.
எஸ் சார்.
Ma'am, I had a doubt, madam.
Yes, sir.
See, this is applicable for non-PO invoices only, no? If it is a PO invoice, whether it is applicable or not,
it is,
is there any?
It is. You remember in EBS also, sir was showing an option there on top. I mean, you can scan it.
Why? Correct, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
But no. There are two types of invoices. Without invoice can have without a PO. With the PO. Okay. Suppose what I am telling is, it is a non-PO invoice or PO invoice. You understand what I mean?
Yeah, I got your point, but what I could understand is it is applicable for both. That's what it
both,
is.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, we'll clarify that from Arun.
Yeah, that we can clarify. Okay. Just because I asked you whether you found any that kind of thing.
No, because there is no separate sentence mentioned that it is not for a non-PO. I could not find that anywhere. Basically, on a general term, I mean general way, they have told about invoice. So I am.
Why I thought means?
Yes, sir.
Because it is linking the PO means. Because that PO, it will bring it to this table. Okay, correct, that kind of activity, whether this imaging solution will support or not, that is why I might have. Okay, anyway, we will see that.
So my understanding is it should support, but let us see. We'll clarify.
Let us see. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Fine. So you're you understand the whole process, no, of
Yes,
invoicing,
ma'am. Yes.
right? Okay. Now let's
Yes.
move to the next slide. So next topic is querying data from database reporting. Okay, so what is querying? See, querying meaning a database query is a request for data from databases. I'll repeat that again.
Okay.
See, a database query is a request for data from a database. Usually the request is to retrieve data, right?
Okay.
Data can also be manipulated using queries. Manipulated in the sense make changes in that. Once you query, you can even make changes in that. The data can come from one or more tables or even from other queries.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So you can actually execute queries through the web services or BI subject areas. Now there is, what is this BI subject area? See, subject area is a logical grouping of tables related to particular subject or a particular
Okay.
application context. Again, here you will
Okay.
be seeing the CSV, all this context will be,
Okay.
content
Okay.
will be in the CSV formats and all that. Okay. Then
Okay.
you can even query through BI publisher. That is again the business intelligence publisher, wherein this is again a tool of getting data from a cloud environment. Okay.
Okay.
Then you have this product specific option, like sharing data with external systems. Like suppose you're running a payroll or calculating tax, you know, you're extracting, you're querying reports from the external systems, like from the government website, like
Okay.
when you calculate GSTs and all that. This is a product specific option. And you are aware of the file based loader export in the FBDI, we did that, and ADFDI also, we've
Yes,
already
ma'am.
touched upon that. And this is Oracle BI applications configuration manager is also called as Oracle BI Cloud Connector Console, which I just explained it to you in the previous slides. BI
Yes,
Cloud
ma'am.
Connector Console, where we discussed about extract and reporting.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, same thing. Okay. So now what is reporting? See, a report is a document that presents information in an organized format for a specific purpose, right? Now, this
Okay.
process of making reports is basically called as reporting. Now,
Okay.
what are the different types of reporting? See, we have this financial, this is in context with the financial reporting center, okay? So we have this financial reporting center and other reporting tools. Now, under this financial reporting center, we have financial reporting studio. Now, what are these kinds of reports? See, this is the report design tool or a report repository. You know what a repository is, right? It is basically a place where all the information is stored again.
So yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
You
Now,
already told.
yeah. Okay. So it is Oracle's. So when I ask you, you should tell me the answer. So because I'm
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
thinking
ma'am.
that you don't know. That's the reason I explained again. Okay. So you say yes, I
Okay, ma'am.
know,
Okay.
ma'am, and please you give
Okay.
the explanation. All right.
Okay, ma'am. Sure.
Okay. Okay. So then moving forward, okay, it is Oracle's best client-based report. Okay, authoring. Now, what is authoring? This is authoring meaning it's AUTHORING, not authorizing or anything else. See, authoring mainly means the creation of programs and databases for computer applications. So this financial reporting studio reports basically the Oracle's best client-based report authoring tool. This enables
Okay.
us to create, customize, and view income statements and balance sheet reports. Okay, so this user, usually the user uses this for the GL, from the, he retrieves data from the GL balance cube. You see the GL balance cube here? Did you
Yes,
go to
ma'am.
the SBase queue, SBase database, Durai?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
said
You already
you
told it.
went through, no?
Told
You
them.
went through.
Yes.
Okay, so you can you'll be able to relate it with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Then is the account groups and sunburst. Now, what does this kind of a report means? See, the account groups are used to monitor key account information in GL. GL meaning general ledger. See, when a user
Okay.
creates an
Okay.
account group, it becomes visible in the financial reporting center, right? Then with the sunburst visualization tool, that's a kind of a visualization tool. Sunburst is written sunburst here, right? It is a kind of a visualization
Okay.
tool. Now, this tool lets you interact with your account balances across various dimensions to view balances from different perspectives. Basically, it gives you a report in a very, different, you see the pie chart kind of a thing here, in different dimensions. It kind of shows you the information. Basically, the report is generated in a very, dimensional way with the help of Sunburst visualization tool. Okay, in this also, this is basically used for GL only. Okay, this account group and Sunburst. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So this is basically used for GL. Then is the Smart View reports. Okay, so now a Smart View is the analysis tool again, which is combined with full Excel functionality. Now, if you remember, remember listening to the video of the S-based database, we even use Smart View as one of the data sources for the data to get collected in the S-based database. Okay. This is again in a form of an Excel spreadsheet only, but this is a better technology compared to a normal spreadsheet. Okay, this technology is provided by Oracle Hyperion. Right. If you remember the first class, I mentioned about how the Fusion applications came up with, I'm so sorry, 1 second. Yeah. So I was mentioning about how Hyperion is not an ERP and it's basically into reporting. It's a very good
reporting,
yeah,
budgeting.
Yeah, correct. Budgeting and reporting. So this particular feature is what Hyperion offers. And anyways, now it's a product of Oracle as Oracle acquired Hyperion. Okay. So this is a full Excel functionality. Okay. Smart View basically enables the users to interactively analyze the balances basically to analyze the balances. So this is again used in most of the offerings, like like the GL, the payables, the receivables, and cash management, and etc. Next comes the OTBI analysis. Okay, Oracle Transactional Business Intelligence Analysis is used basically it's built of transactional tables using subject areas. I mentioned the subject areas just in previous slides. Now, these reports can be run in GL, payables, receivables, and cash management, etc. So it's only basically this particular two things are used in the GL. These reports are basically generated in the GL, exclusively in GL. Okay. And then next is Oracle Transactional BI dashboards. Which again means more or less the same thing, but you are getting the information, getting the reports on your dashboards, basically on your Fusion instance. Right. Then we have this Oracle BI Publisher reports, which you are again aware of. It's cloud based. Okay, so you retrieve information and reports from the BI Business Intelligence Cloud environment. Then BI mobile apps. Now see, OBI mobile apps designer is an application that enables you to create multi-touch information driven applications with rich interaction and rich visualization, and also rich media for mobile devices like iPhone and Android. So you have this touch, you all have these smartphones, right? So you can even generate reports. Suppose if you want to generate, this is just an example given here of the mobile apps. Now I'm not very sure whether you can retrieve any formal reports. Sir, do you have any insight on this, sir? They've just
Mobile
given
apps,
mobile apps. But how can you relate this with financial reporting? This I was literally kind of a bit confused on, because everything is okay. You can actually download and
download. It is form of app where in mobile you can have it. That's all.
Right. That's all. No, so it's nothing.
In that you can view our.
You can view the view. But now I have a doubt of see, all this is a very formal information, right? So nobody actually, if you see compliance. But it's not supposed to. I mean, okay, this is a feature. It's a kind of a report. I agree. But I'm asking in a real time scenario. An employee of a company usually should not actually access information through his mobile. logging into his mobile and retrieving information, right? I mean, as long as it's a basic information, it's fine. But anyways, okay, maybe it's okay. It's a mobile reporting app, fine. Okay.
But
So
they've given, but
yeah, they've given, it's a kind of a reporting.
Given,
yes.
Yeah, but it is given. But if they want to choose, you can choose. That's all.
Yes,
not
okay. And there are other reporting tools which are based on the same kind of financial reporting center reporting methodology only. Like you have this general accounting dashboards, where you have this reports and analytics which uses OTBI objects. Then you have BI catalog. So basically it's all interrelated. These are the main things, main kind of types of reports in the financials that people use. Okay, so you have any doubts on this?
No, ma'am.
That's pretty clear, I think. Yes. So do you want to add anything on this?
Durai.
Yes, sir.
The financial reports irukku illaya?
Yes, sir.
See, the top level management, they want this analysis. They want to do an analysis and want to do how is the business is progressing, at what level the business is, what is that there is any change in our financial thing. In order to discuss that, or in order to review, they need this kind of reports, analytical reports. It's a different form of report. Okay, transaction based reports irukku. Okay, and in the transaction based report in form of dashboards.
Okay.
Dashboards, like you can take how much the transaction sales happened, then whatever the purchases, how much, that kind of thing, month wise, that various things in a graphical format, it will be displayed in dashboard. Like that, various ways of getting the report. It's like a smart view report. So 7 reports, 7 report. In this 7 report தான் அவங்க சொல்லியிருக்காங்க ஃபைனான்சியல் ரிப்போர்ட்டிங் சென்டர்ல இருக்கு. அது நீங்க எந்த ரிப்போர்ட் வேணா நீங்க சூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். That depends on your either of this you can choose. Okay.
Okay, you're clear. Okay, let's move to the other slide. So what is, yes sir, tell me sir.
Yeah, you can continue.
Okay. So approval setup using BPM. Now what is BPM? Okay.
Business process management.
Yeah, correct. What is that? Explain me.
கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா?
Yes sir.
But what does it mean? What does it mean? What do you mean by it? Okay, basically it's if you put it in simple terms, it's basically a management of different types of all the processes. It happens at one particular place. Okay, so that your the transactions and the business process runs smoothly. That's in a very vague generic term. Okay, but in Oracle, business process management is a member of the Oracle Business Project Management Suite, which is a complete set of tools for creating, executing, and optimizing business processes. Basically, this is a management where you improve the efficiency of the business processes. All right. Okay. Now, Oracle BPM work list enables business users to access and act or on tasks assigned to them. For example, from a work list, a loan agent can review loan applications, or a manager can approve employee vacation requests. Okay, so basically we have to do an approval setup under the business process management. Now, what do you mean by an approval setup? Approval is what? Basically, when you ask an approval from somebody, that is an action of approving something, like taking a permission from somebody. All right. Okay. Now, what is approval setup in a business scenario? Now here, the approval setup is a process which is made up of different stages and their paths and steps. Okay, the approval steps that you place on the approval path represent the approval levels that are required for a transaction. Basically, you are giving it's in hierarchy where you give power or authorization to people to do certain transactions or not to do certain transactions. So that is the approval setup. Okay.
Okay.
So basically, there are these steps in approval setup, which is like define approval framework process. These are all basically huge, big jargons. What happens in these stages is you define the management hierarchy. Okay, the supervising hierarchy, like line manager or resource manager or something like that. Then the users include one or more Oracle. They can include one or more Fusion applications, wherein like for example, you need an approval from the payables department. Okay, but you need to do a certain transaction, you need an approval from some other department. All right, so that setup needs to be done in the approval setup process. Okay, before when you're implementing, when you're installing this Fusion applications, during the implementation time, we discussed about how we assign roles, right? After creating a user, we assign roles. We even after that, we have to even do an approval setup as to define the authority of a role, right? Suppose now you want to take a leave, so whom will you go and ask? Whom will you go and ask? You'll go and ask your supervisor, right? Okay, if it was only for 2 days, your supervisor will give you leave. Okay, fine, you're not keeping well, it's okay. But suppose if you want a leave for a certain period, say 15-20 days or something, and your work gets affected, your supervisor might not have the authority to approve the leave. He might further send it to his supervisor again on top, to the manager, and take permission, right? So that is the approval setup basically. Okay, so depending on the positions and etc. So now here you can see the structure of how the approval setup is done. So these are the different structures. Like see here in the employee supervisor approval structure, like there is a director, the senior manager, and the manager. So we define the roles here and we give access and authorization to different roles. Even position approval structure, or like this is only for the position, this is employee supervisor approval, relationship with that, or you're only giving on a job level approval structure. Okay, like a senior manager, the director. So these are when you are implementing, when you're doing an approval setup, a functional consultant should actually take down points. You'll be actually making a lot of reports as to how you're like at the first stage when I was talking about the enterprise structure, then you define, then you create a user, then you define a role, then you assign the authorization, etc. Okay. Now moving ahead, let me show you an example how the process works in. See now in this scenario, say you have a sales order that should not exceed $10,000. Okay, and your order administrator has established a rule saying that if the sales order exceeds $10,000, you have to get an approval. Okay. And you send that approval request to your manager. All right. So now here you can see he sends an the thing for the order for the approval. Say here you can see the order number is 258093. Yeah. So here what happens is this employee creates a sales order in the order management work area and then clicks submit button. Okay. Then if your order administrator has set up order management for approvals, that is in the approval stage, we set up that. Okay. Then, and if the sales order triggers an approval rule. Now, what is that triggering of approval rule? Saying that if the sales order exceeds $10,000, you have to take an approval, right? Okay. Now, then what happens is in the approval, it goes to the approval, which is pending. It shows pending because the administrator has to approve it, right? Okay. Then to view, then order management adds a notification to the pending notification page that displays I think we still have time, right? Yeah, we have 9 minutes. Okay. Sorry. Then the order management adds a notification to the pending notification page that displays in the approver work area. So for this is the administrator. So on his page, this pending notification pops up saying that he has to approve this particular order of order number 258093 because approval is above $10,000.
$10,000.
Yes. Now he can approve or even he can reject it depending on his decision. Maybe if everything is okay, he'll approve it, or if it is not okay for some reasons, he will reject it and he will put a notice. I mean, put a description there. So see, these are the things which are not okay, and again it goes back to this person's employee's homepage. Basically, on the dashboard it pops up. Okay. So this is the approval process which happens. Sir, do you want to add anything here, sir?
Yeah, Durai.
Yes, sir.
நீங்க இப்போ ஏபி டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் இல்லையா? சில இதுல there will be a settings. Okay. Approval settings. Okay. Approval steps பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. They will do an approval set. Approval set என்னன்னா, suppose invoice. Okay. Approval process. மேடம் சொல்றாங்க இல்லையா, அப்ரூவல் ப்ராசஸ். அந்த அப்ரூவல் ப்ராசஸ் தான் அப்ரூவல் செட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அப்ரூவல் செட்டப் ஹைரார்கி வச்சு செட் பண்ணுவாங்க. எப்படி என்ன சொல்றேன், இன்வாய்ஸஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, யூ கிரியேட் அன் இன்வாய்ஸ். சப்போஸ் நீங்க உங்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்லியிருப்பாங்கன்னா, துரைமுருகன் இஸ் அலௌட் டு கிரியேட் an invoice up to value of 10,000. Okay. Suppose if the invoice is exceed 10,000 and the invoice value is less than 50,000, next hierarchy Durai Murugan's manager, reporting manager, accounts manager, அவருக்கு போகும். He has to approve. Okay. If that invoice is behind 50,000, then 50,000 less than 1,50,000 or 2 lakhs, it will have to approved by the general manager. If it is more than 10 lakhs or if it is more than behind 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs, it has to be approved by VP Finance. Okay. This level of settings vechirupanga. That is approve. This is called the hierarchy, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Based on the.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, this one.
No. I am telling to the previous slide. No, that
this one.
Based on the position, they will set up. Based on the position, they will set. Accordingly, that the role will be assigned. Accordingly, the setup will be made. Approval setup will be made. In that, they will give. If it is less than 10,000, Durai Murugan, unga user, they will assign that user to Durai Murugan. Accordingly, each user will be assigned to that. Accordingly, that approval, if invoice is less than 10,000, you can able to create. You can able to pay. You can able to pay. You can process the invoice for payment. If it is exceeding behind 10,000 க்கு மேல போச்சுனா யார் பண்ணனும், less than 50,000 உங்க மேனேஜர் பண்ணுவார். ஓகே, நீங்க அது உங்களுக்கு அப்ரூவல் இருக்காது. சோ இதுதான் சிம்பிள் அப்ரூவல் process. இதுதான் வேற எதுவும் நம்ம செட் பண்றோம். We are setting that. Okay, as a functional consultant, based on the business requirement, we are setting the approval process. என்ன அட்வான்டேஜ் இந்த மாதிரி செட் பண்றதுனால? என்ன அட்வான்டேஜ், இப்போ லெஸ் than 10,000 ஓகே நீங்க பண்ணலாம், பிஹைண்ட் 2 lakhs நீங்க பண்ண முடியும். ஏன்னா உங்களுக்கு தெரியாது அதனுடைய இம்ப்ளிகேஷன் என்னன்னு. சோ அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி, ஏன்னா இப்போ யாராவது பர்ச்சேஸ் ஆர்டர் போட்டு இது பண்ணிருப்பாங்க, someone has created a purchase order in the then see VP Finance has to know வேல்யூ அதிகமா இருக்கு. he also raise a question, எதுக்கு, என்ன பர்பஸ், what is this, see he has to know. See, amount is அதுக்காக தான் what this approval process setup is done. Okay. Not only this invoice, even in purchase orders, purchase orders raise பண்றாங்க இல்லையா to the vendors, they will set up this.
See,
like
sorry sir to interrupt you. This is just an example of order management. approval
Okay,
setup
ma'am.
has to be done for all the departments,
All the
right? As I
Yes,
told
yes,
you was for the HR, the example of leave that I gave
yes,
you, that
yes,
was for
ma'am.
the
Yes,
HR, for your
this is
HR.
an
okay.
example.
Yeah, this is just an example to make you explain what approval
நீங்க
process means. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
not only this, Duraimurugan, this should not only to order management. Even it applicable to
This is
across.
applicable to all departments.
All
Yeah.
departments.
Across.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. So, any more
Hmm.
questions or any doubts? You're welcome to ask.
No, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, I have one doubt.
Yeah, tell me.
You just
Which
what is mean by
slide?
sunburst, ma'am?
See, Sunburst is a
Sunburst.
visualization tool, as I mentioned.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
visualization tool. Okay. So
Okay,
basically,
okay.
it sends a report to you in a very colorful, in a very multi-dimensional way. Okay, it's just a tool
Okay.
added to that report system.
We can give the account balance.
Yeah. Everything. See, whatever report that you've asked for, it's going to come to you. That is one way of representing a report. That's all. And the
Okay,
tool
okay,
is
ma'am.
added to that. That's all. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. Then you go through the videos and everything, and you can, if you have any doubts, we can clarify it on Monday, right? So
Okay,
Saturday
ma'am.
and Sunday is a holiday. Fine.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am. Yeah.
Okay then. Okay. Have a good,
Okay,
nice,
okay.
enjoy your weekend. Right. See you on Monday.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
thank you, ma'am.
Fine.
Thank you.
I'll stop.
Thank you, Durai.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you, Durai. Yeah.
Thank you,
Bye.
ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.